Okay, so today I want to talk about the fact that we are not internalizing the fact that we are in the 20s of the decade, which means just like in the 1920s and the 20s before that, we are in a stage of like upheaval, the bad kind, which I feel like we already just passed that with the riots and stuff, even though I feel like we're going to have to do that again. But we are in the era of evolution. So we just entered Age of Aquarius. For anybody that don't know, we was in a different decade. Now we in a different decade. So in the 1918s, the 1918 was when the Spanish flu happened. And then after the Spanish flu, what was next? It was the Roaring 20s. We in the 20s too now. So the Roaring 20s and the 1900s was with the cars and the radios and all that kind of stuff came out, and a lot of people became billionaires and millionaires and stuff. Prohibition had got passed in the Congress, which was banning stuff by law. Okay, so, and what I'm saying is we are in that era from back then right now. That's why that saying goes something about if you don't learn history, you doomed to repeat it or something like that. That's because we is in a cycle. Like, we in a cycle. It's not nothing new. We in a cycle and we get chances to do the shit better, and we really don't. That's why we got to keep doing it. But we in the 20s right now, which is a mirror of the 1920s. So it was Spanish flu. Then it was the Roaring 20s, whatever. But then guess what? Great Depression. So, to everybody that's in the stock market, y'all better be making sure y'all know when to get y'all money off the stock market before it crashes. But I also think that that's how the stock market crashes, because everybody take their money out because they think it's going to crash, which makes it crash. So, all right, so I'm saying all of this to say, like, we are in a little bit of a code. Like, it is cheat codes. Just pay attention to history. That's why school was important, because they low-key was telling us everything, but it was just like, you got to internalize it and then do it in the real world. So now we doing it in the real world. Well, the people of us that's 18 and older now, because the kids now, they can't do it yet because they still in their learning stage. So we are in a simulation type of thing. We repeating history because everybody repeating history because everybody go through the same stages. You 1 year old, 2 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old, and it just restart because everybody at a different point. So history is going on at the same time simultaneously. And like, I don't know how to explain it all the way, but I'm getting there. So yeah. Y'all, I just know that this little thing, I'm finna become a billionaire. I already know I'm finna be a billionaire because I'm an Aquarius and I'm smart. And I be figuring out things. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. Jaden wanted to make a little appearance. What's up, Jaden? Hi. Kaden over there. We gonna say hey to Kaden, but I don't think he want to get in it right now. But yeah, I love them. And I love this mirror that's behind me. Because of that stuff. But okay, so Jaden, you hear me, right?
Yeah.
You hear me. So history be repeating itself. So when you learn in history class, take note of it. So it's not exactly it was not exactly the people or all that kind of stuff. It's the situation. Same way like with the Bible. It's not the people, it's the situation. So history is important because we live it. And that's the class that nobody be taking serious at all. That's why it's only 1%. That's why it's top 1% and stuff like that, because you got to get it. I'm a genius. I'm just a genius, bro. I'm a genius. Where my money at?
Subscribe. No. Subscribe.